has everything blended? I know you get more time to work with the kids than you used to, but with this, everything's a hodgepodge now. So how well have they come together?
Yeah, I've been really pleased. Starting in the summer, that was a big deal in the summer, was building that connection. Obviously blending these new guys in with the returning guys, a new system, a new staff, all those things. But I really rely, and we really rely on getting the right types of people, right? The talent on the floor is what it is, but getting the right types of people. And if you have good people, I think we've all been in organizations where there's a lot of good people, and you find that connection quick. And I feel like that's what we have right now with these guys.
Because on paper, everybody loves what you've done.
Right.
So how enthused are you with, like you said, the right types of people in the spots where you know you're going to need them this year?
Yeah, I again really pleased with that. Now I will put the caveat on it, like we haven't played a game yet. There hasn't been a starting lineup. There hasn't been I only played 2 minutes. I didn't play, and that's coming. We know that. But starting with the right types of people, starting with again, people that fit together, players that fit together, can play off each other's strengths, help mask weaknesses, things like that. Again, I'm pleased. I'm pleased with where we are right now. It's knowing that we still have just under 4 weeks to continue to polish it before that first regular season.
Who has stood out so far this offseason?
I don't know if I could pick one, and that sounds like coach speak probably, right? But the reality is, when I go up there after practice and I go, man, so-and-so had a really good day, and this guy didn't. The next day, it's like, that guy that didn't ends up having a really good day. So, to me, I mean, we've had, if I went through it and said, well, somebody really made me say, okay, you have to play a game today and have a starting lineup, like I'm still in this, there's a lot of guys that can play. And where we should be, to be honest with you, is it's hard to play 13 guys. We have 13 guys that can play. Like, there are going to be guys that don't play, and that doesn't mean they can't play. It just means for what we have right now in this game, this situation, where we are in the time of year, whatever it is, there's going to be guys that maybe have to sacrifice some of that for our total success. So, to be honest with you, it's a problem I want to have. And I ask them every day. I said, look, I want to stay up at night worried about how am I going to get this guy, 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 all the right amount of minutes and the right amount of shots and the right amount of opportunity. I don't want to have to stay up at night going, well, okay, after this guy, who we put in the game, right? Like, I'd rather go in knowing we have enough and then figure out how to do that. I tell them, let me have the sleepless nights worried about that. And right now, so far, I've had a lot of sleepless nights of, hey, there's 13 guys that we can put in the game, and I know can help us, but I'm not going to be able to play all 13.
What do you want to get out of that black and gold game?
So that's a real night for us. Like, we're, I don't know how other coaches have done it or do these things. Some places they do it, and it's like a NBA All-Star game, right? Like, run up and down, throw some alley-oops, the crowd oohs and ahs. We're going out there. That's our practice that day. We'll do a shoot-around to kind of simulate a game day, especially because we're playing Villanova at 5 o'clock that next weekend. So we'll do a shoot-around, but that's getting shots, and we'll walk through some stuff. So we're out there Saturday night, we're going. Like, that's when we would be doing an inter-squad that day, whether it was in here by ourselves or in front of hopefully a couple thousand people. So for me, it's the competitive level, continuing to see. We did an inter-squad on last Friday, and just kind of continuing to see the growth of that. Right now there's referees out there, and that changes your demeanor a little bit and changes some things. So just wanting to make sure that we're taking the right steps. Playing, competing hard. They all really love to win, which is good. You see it back there. We put compete on that wall for a reason, and that's really what I want to see. Are we competing and then doing the things that we have preached every day? The things offensively and defensively that we've been instilling.
Phil, why was Brandon the right guy to bring to 10 Media Day for y'all and kind of be that voice, that ambassador for this program?
Well, Brandon represents the RVA. Is now I think I've been here long enough I can call it the RVA. But he represents that. He represents VCU. He represents the right things, and he was an easy choice, really. And any of them really could have been an easy choice. He's not the most overly demonstrative in an interview, which kind of helps because I talk too much and he doesn't talk enough. So it did balance each other out. But he was an easy choice. I mean, you know, just a great human being, somebody that loves this area, loves this place. He gives his heart and soul, you know, not just between these lines, but every day to the Richmond area and to VCU. So easy choice.
How much does the rosters, how much does the offseason help you with college basketball being so transitional now, where you have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 new guys? Having that long workout, how does that help you?
Well, we've really broken it into phases, right? So like phase 1 was the 8 weeks over the summer, right? And then phase 2 was kind of our early get back to school, the early workouts. Phase 3 is what I would say we're in now, where we're in full practice, right? I think having those summer weeks, it helps you get to know guys, all right? Who picks things up, who doesn't really pick things up as quick. You know, who's really listening, who's really eager to please, who's out there nervous, to be honest with you. Like, there's some guys that you can tell, like, at different phases are pressing, right? They get here and they're like, well, I got to prove that I'm this, or I got to prove. So being able to learn them that way, then I can sit with them and kind of craft the message and get them their minds in the right places, you know, rather than now, you know, what it used to be was you stepped on that floor October 15th, and it was awesome because there was so much excitement building up to that. You weren't out there as a team yet, but you also didn't know how are guys going to react, you know. So for us, like, I can go back to days in June and July where, okay, this guy reacted a certain way, so I got to know now, how can I coach him? Is he a guy that I can jump and now all of a sudden, yeah, all right, I got it, I needed that, I'm ready to go? Or is he the guy that, all right, I need to put my arm around him quietly and be like, hey, here's what we need you to do. Take a deep breath, calm down. Because they're all different that way. They're all great people, but they're all different.
And with